Welcome to the USU Career Studio podcast that helps you navigate your career path. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to tell your friends and family all about it. Subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, or anywhere else you listen to get access to our newest content. Hey everyone, welcome to season 3 of the USU Career Studio podcast. I'm Marissa Armitstead, your host, and I am so excited to welcome a new addition to our team, Riley Creasy, our new Tuesday Tip show host. Welcome, Riley.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
So excited to have you. Well, Riley, before we dive into some of the new and exciting changes that the podcast has coming up, I would love for our audience and listeners to get to know you just a little bit better. So with that, I'd love to have you tell us a little bit just about who you are, what you're up to right now, and maybe why you're excited to be joining the podcast this season.
Well, like Marissa said, my name is Riley Creasy. I use he, him, his pronouns, and I'm a junior here at the main Logan campus of Utah State University. My current major is mechanical engineering, but I'm a bit of a major change right now to possibly like communication studies. And so I'd like to take you all along that journey with me. I'm also the alumni engagement executive for the Student Alumni Association, where our goal is to create lifelong Aggies. So we try and cater to past, present, and future Aggies in everything we do. And I think this podcast fits really well into that mission. And Marissa and I have worked together on different events before, so it's just the perfect match. So I'm really excited to learn with you all as we go through this experience together. And if I get to say I'm a podcaster on my LinkedIn, I'm not mad at that either.
Not upset. So. Okay. Riley, I was just thinking maybe there's some ulterior motives. I think you're joining the show to figure out your own major. Is that what's happening here?
That's pretty much the goal. Yeah, that's exactly right.
I love it. Also, I have to point out my anxiety around pronouncing your last name. Say it all for us one more time.
Yeah. Riley Creasy is how you say it. Kind of a hard last name to pronounce, so most people just call me like Crazy.
Perfect.
Or Crease. I really respond to everything at this point, so no worries.
Love it so much. Okay, so Riley, so glad to have you here. Excited for what you're going to be adding to Tuesday Tips. Let's actually talk about some of those changes. So generally, we have a big shift. In the past, we've kind of had these career themes that were fabulous. Now we are saying, you know what, each month we really want to dive into a college that is offered or that is here at USU. We want to look at the majors that could kind of be involved with that, but also the career paths that are connected. So Riley, I'd love to have you talk to us a little bit about what Tuesday Tips are going to look like this fall.
Absolutely. So John did a spectacular job with the Tuesday Tips previously. So, if I can pick up even a little bit of that, I think I'll be set. So for Tuesday Tips, this season and next season, we're going to be focusing in on different perspectives and tips from different majors because, learning from everybody and a diversity of views is always good for all of us in whatever careers. So if you're in engineering, I'll give you some perspectives from some art students. And if you're in teaching, I'll give you some perspectives from some psychology students. And so the goal is to kind of help with that intersectionality between majors and what we call a liberal education at USU.
Riley, I can't tell you how excited I am to get more student perspective. We had a couple of students on the show last couple seasons, but man, I am just so excited to hear first perspective from students, what is working in those majors. So really looking forward to that. And again, can't say thank you enough for being willing to hop in and do this with us. That being said, that being said, our Friday face-to-face episodes are also going to look a little bit different this season. You'll notice that we have more Aggies returning, so we'll have lots of alumni on the show. We're also going to have slightly shorter episodes. We know students are really busy, so we are going to try out some more bite-sized conversations to give you more career paths, but just in a shorter amount of time. So I'd love for our listeners to make sure, if you haven't already, subscribe, rate the podcast, send us feedback. What is working? We always love to hear what's working and what we can improve. So we're excited to bring those changes and also again, continue to improve and learn with you all. So all of that being said, we are so glad you are here listening to this podcast. Welcome to season 3 of the USU Career Studio podcast. Go Aggies! We hope you loved this episode of the USU Career Studio podcast. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and share this episode with your friends and family.